Hi, I'm David Hamilton and welcome to the Local Radio Day quiz for 2018 from the studios of BBC Sussex in Brighton. Joining me in the studio are two teams, one made up of members of BBC Sussex and BBC Surrey, and outnumbered by the other team from commercial radio station Spirit FM based in Chichester, who've turned up mob-handed. Well, it is an away match. Round one is general knowledge. We're going to start with BBC Sussex and BBC Surrey. But remember, if they don't have the answer, I'm going to throw it open to you. So your first question for Sussex, named after the River Chew, the Chew Valley is in which English county?
Hang on, Ben.
Named after the River Chew, the Chew Valley is in which English county? What do you think?
Okay, we think it's after the River Tewkesbury, in Tewkesbury, and that's Shropshire.
I'm going to offer it now to Spirit FM. What do you think?
We think Somerset.
Somerset is the correct answer. And you go into the lead by 1 point to 0.
Can we stop now?
No, because you've got another question coming. So this is for Spirit. What is the name of the Queen's barge? What is the name of the Queen's barge? Now, Sussex, this might be a chance for you to...
Or it might not be, David.
Back, or it might not be.
I have got no idea. No?
It's the Queen's barge, Jubilee barge. No? Oh, thank goodness I've got them on mine.
Anyone got any suggestions? Well...
Going to have a guess?
The Royal Yahtzee. I got no idea.
No, we're going to open it, offer it to BBC Sussex and Surrey.
Okay, yeah, the best guess we've got is the Britannia.
No, it is Gloriana.
No.
Okay, let's go to Sussex for your second question. What was Theresa May's maiden name? What was Theresa May's?
Oh, political reporter, step forward.
name?
Come on, Ben.
Where's the political star?
Get this wrong, Ben. It's not going to be good. Right, we know she was born in Eastbourne. Does that get us a point?
Well, it's a local piece of information.
Was it another month of the year?
No. You don't know, do you, basically? I mean, they're all looking vacant. So, once again, we'll throw it over to Spirit. Have I got you all? Nobody got it?
Hang on. We'll have a guess. We'll go Beckett.
Beckett.
Well, it begins with a B, but it is actually Brazier.
Oh.
Brazier. Now, next in this high-scoring round, we're going to Spirit, and I got a feeling you'll get this one. What is the most common name for a pub? What is the most common name for a pub?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We reckon the King's Head.
No. Oh. And now Sussex. Mark Carter, who's done most of his best work in pubs,
Right.
should know the answer to this.
We are going for the Royal Oak.
No, you're all wrong. Oh. Wait till David tells you it is the Red Lion.
No.
Do you know, I'm looking here at real serious drinkers, and none of you know the right answer to that. Right, Sussex, still yet to score. Come on. I think you will get... I'm confident about this one. Sarah particularly, I think.
Come on, Sarah.
And Mike as well. What is the name of the Russian spy recently poisoned in Salisbury?
She knows one.
It's Sergei Skripal.
Correct! First blood to BBC Sussex. And Spirit FM, I'm confident. I'm feeling more confident than you're looking. Where were the Commonwealth Games staged this year? Oh, come on.
that was... Gold Coast, Brisbane.
The Gold Coast of Australia is the correct answer. You go into the lead by 2-1, and Sussex, it is now your question. Which song opens the music for Oklahoma? Oklahoma.
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Is correct.
Yay! Well done, David.
Thank you.
Our music man there, David Miller. Yep. Right, Spirit. Which Dickens character marries Agnes Wickfield after his first wife Dora Spenlow dies? Which Dickens character marries Agnes Wickfield after his first wife Dora Spenlow dies?
Anyone got anything?
Any guess anything?
No.
No.
No. No one got anything.
Mr. Chuzzlewit.
Mr. Chuzzlewit.
Is not the correct answer.
Where did you get that from?
Now, Sussex FM, your chance to equalise here.
Is it? I think I know.
Go on.
Oh no, you're all
Oh, you-
ready.
you-
No, go on. Go.
Is it David Copperfield?
It is.
Oh!
Well done.
I did believe you, obviously.
Well done, Sarah Gorrell. Now, and it's your question too, Sussex. Your question coming up. Addis Ababa is the capital of which country?
Yeah, it's
Pardon?
Ethiopia.
Is the correct answer. Right. Spirit, what is the capital for you as well? So we're being fair
Okay,
here.
yeah.
What is the capital of Afghanistan?
Oh. Kabul.
Is the correct answer. Well done. Okay, one more question to go in the general knowledge round for BBC Sussex and BBC Surrey. Who wrote the book, and it was turned into a film as well, who wrote the book The Old Man and the Sea?
Oh, I know. I know.
Sarah?
Is it Ernest Hemingway?
It is Ernest. So, for Spirit, who wrote the song Sussex by the Sea? Who wrote the song Sussex by the Sea?
We'll never be able to go back on the radio if we don't get this one.
You should know this. Sussex boys.
Pete?
Anything?
Do you know it?
No. Russell.
Do you want to have a guess?
We're going to go with a guess. Russell Coates.
No. BBC Sussex.
Right, hang on. Yanina? Jess? You can shout because they've already given an answer.
I'm sure I've seen Henry.
Because it's above Chris's
Yes,
desk, isn't
it
it?
is. And they were pretty sure the last one was Coates.
So Henry Coates.
No. It is William Ward Higgs. That is the end of the general knowledge round. And at the end of the round, we have Sussex with 5 and we have Spirit with 3. Now, let's find out how you are on sport.
Yeah.
We start with Sussex. What is the biggest city in England never to have had a Football League team? Which is the biggest city in England never to have had a Football League team?
We think Bath.
No, well, I've offered open to Spirit. Do you want to have a crack at it?
What are you going with? Bristol?
No, Bristol.
Bristol is a city. Bristol is a city.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we going with?
No, that's not.
Winchester? It's not really that big though, is it?
What are you going with?
Why not our city? It's big. We don't have
Not that big. What are we going with? Shall I go with Bristol or? It's not Bristol. Winchester.
Begins with a W, but it's not Winchester. It's Wakefield.
Oh!
Big rugby league country, but no round ball. Right, Spirit, your question. Chance for you to catch up here. How many Grand Slam singles titles has Roger Federer won?
Oh. Grand Slam.
How many Grand Slam singles titles has Roger Federer won?
I think it's that.
Match the record
Yeah,
this
he
year.
did.
What do you think?
We think it's 22.
Close but no cigar. Sussex.
21? 23?
I think it's 20.
I think it's... Right, I'm going with our sports expert, Sam. Just to make it very clear. 23.
You're going the wrong way. It's 20.
Oh, no! Sam, don't come again. Don't bother.
Now, Sussex, can you name one of the countries who competed for the first time at the 2018 Winter Olympics? One of the countries, there are several of them. I just need one who competed for the first time at the 2018 Winter Olympics.
Tonga.
It is not Tonga. That's not
No,
one of them.
never mind.
So, Spirit, this is a really good chance for you here to catch up. What do you think? Just give me one country. First time they competed in the Winter Olympics in 2018.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
I kind of think it's the one that I said.
Right, throw me an answer. What are we going with?
Who are you going to say?
Jamaica?
No. I'll tell you who they were. Ecuador, Eritrea, Kosovo, Malaysia, Nigeria and Singapore.
Oh, so close.
No wonder they were so slow in getting there. Spirit, another question for you. Only 6 sides from the original Premier League have never been relegated. Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, Manchester United and Liverpool are 5. Can you name the 6th? I think in the early days it was called the Premiership, wasn't it? I think. So we're talking about 6, only 6 from the original Premier League clubs have never been relegated. Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United and Liverpool are 5. Can you name the 6th?
No, they haven't. And you did say Tottenham, didn't you?
Yeah, I did say Tottenham, yeah.
From the
Oh, Everton.
the original.
I think it might be Everton. I think it could be Everton. Okay, we're going to say Everton.
And you're right. Yeah, you might have thought it was Man City, but no, absolutely right. Everton. Okay, Sussex, you're just in the lead at the moment. What do the following football shirts have in common? West Ham's number 6, Man City's number 23, and Chelsea's number 25. What do they have in common? I'll give them to you again. West Ham's number 6, Man City's number 23, and Chelsea's number 25. If you know your football, you should know this.
Is it no longer worn anymore or something? Or because of
No vowels in the name.
no, not used anymore?
And 6, West Ham 6 is, I think they were fitted. Possibly that they're all wingers.
It's very difficult
Right.
conferring without being heard by the other team, isn't it?
Right, we're going for they're all wingers.
That's not the correct answer. Spirit, are you onto it?
We think it's that they've been retired.
And you're absolutely right. And with that, you draw level 5-all. Just for fun and a little bit of rock and roll, whose shirts were they? West Ham's number 6. Who was that?
No idea.
Bobby Moore.
Oh.
And what about Man City's number 23?
Oh, was that the hot one, Ronaldo?
No, it wasn't. No. Anybody know? Mark Vivian Foe.
Oh, yes.
And what about Chelsea's number 25?
Gianfranco Zola.
Correct.
Check you.
So we're now level, and Spirit, it's your question. So you have the chance of going in the lead now. What is the nickname of the Eastbourne Speedway team? What is the nickname of the Eastbourne Speedway team?
We know this.
That could be.
Bit difficult for them because it's out of their patch, isn't it? Or is it out of your patch?
It's out of our patch.
Yes,
so
that
if we
couldn't
do badly, we
I
can...
couldn't make it too easy. There wasn't actually one in your patch.
No. We think it might be the Witches.
That's Ipswich.
Yeah, well, we wondered if
So
they
that's
shared the
not
name.
that's not
No.
that's the Ipswich Witches. So
I
BBC
think
Sussex.
Eastbourne's very own Mike Buxton.
Oh, that would be the Eagles then.
It is the Eastbourne Eagles. Well done. So you're in the lead, 6-5. Sussex, who is the only player who scored a hat-trick in all of the 4 English divisions, the League Cup, FA Cup, and for his country? Some feat that. This player and he's the only player who's done it, has scored a hat-trick in all of the 4 English divisions, the League Cup, the FA Cup, and his country.
Is it Jamie Vardy?
Is it?
Jamie Vardy.
No.
Oh.
Spirit.
We're conferring. I've not heard of what's his name. Anyone got? What are you going to say, Simon? Because you've been doing very well on the sport.
Alan Shearer.
No. It is Robert Earnshaw.
Oh.
And of course the country was Wales. But Spirit, the good news is it's your question now. Can you name the 4 Scottish towns that have more than one league club? Now, 2 obvious ones, but there are a couple of others as well. So can you name the 4 Scottish towns that have more than one league club? You may need to talk among yourselves for a while. We are looking for 4 names here.
Glasgow, Dundee, Edinburgh.
Is 3.
Oh.
So there's just 1 more.
Yeah. I reckon it could be that.
What do you think? What do you think is the 4th?
Aberdeen?
No. Do you know Sussex? Of course, we've got Glasgow Rangers and Celtic, Edinburgh Hearts and Hibs, Dundee and Dundee United. And what is the 4th one?
Inverness.
No. It's Falkirk, and the teams are Falkirk and East Stirlingshire.
Oh.
So, Sussex, your question now. Who is the only player to have scored in the Merseyside, Manchester and Glasgow derbies? This is for the real sports experts here. Who is the only player to have scored in the Merseyside, Manchester and Glasgow derbies? Think of somebody who might have played for, those clubs.
No.
Should we go for Robbie Fowler?
Saying that we might.
Yeah, okay, we're not confident, but we'll go for Robbie Fowler.
No, not the correct answer. Spirit, any idea?
I reckon that's a good one. We're going to go with Alan Hansen.
No, it is Andrei Kanchelskis.
Oh,
Obviously.
Now we're getting away from football, you'll be glad to know, some of you. And Spirit, your question. Can you name the British swimmer who is the current Olympic and world champion who has posted the fastest 11 times at 100 metres breaststroke? The British swimmer who's the current Olympic and world champion who's posted the fastest 11 times 100 metres breaststroke. Obviously, you're really heavily into swimming as well.
Yeah.
We love the sport.
Anyone got anything?
No,
Rebecca Adlington.
no. Sussex.
Now. Yes.
Adam Peaty.
Adam Peaty is the correct answer.
Yes!
Next question. Only 2 to go in this round, you'll be pleased to know. Sussex, who is the only player to have scored in a Champions League final, a UEFA Cup final, an FA Cup final, and League Cup final? Who's the only player to have scored in all of those? A Champions League final, UEFA Cup final, FA Cup final, and League Cup final.
We think it's Stevie Gerrard.
Correct.
Yes!
Spirit. Which football league club had 7 England captains play for it in 1 year? Which football league club, currently in the Premier League, had 7 England captains play for it in 1 year?
Oh my word.
It is a well-known piece of football trivia.
Not that well known.
It's only obviously well known if you've heard it. Don't worry. If you don't get this right, I'm going to get them to name them all.
What do you reckon then, guys?
Have a guess.
Spurs?
No. Sussex. Where's our football expert? Where is he?
He's gone very quiet. What do you think? Chelsea? No? Liverpool? Chelsea? Liverpool. Right, we think more likely Liverpool.
It was Southampton.
Oh.
And if you'd like to know who they were Mick Shannon, Alan Ball, Peter Shilton, Kevin Keegan, Mark Wright, Mick Mills, and Dave Watson. And they all played for Southampton in the same year. So you'll be relieved to know we're at the end of the sports round. Hooray! And next is going to be music. Hooray! You'd like to know the scores at the end of that round. Sussex 8, Spirit 5. But everything can change in the last round, because here is your chance to pick up 2 points for every correct answer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you... These are all records that you played on the air, I'm sure, at some time. I'm going to give you spoken passages from well-known records. And I want you to tell me the title of the song and the name of the artist or artists who recorded it, and you get a point for each.
Okay.
Right, we will start with Sussex. You broke my heart because I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around. And now I'm back to let you know I can really shake 'em down.
Do You Love Me by Brian Poole.
Do You Love Me? Brian Poole and the Tremolos is correct. Yay! 2 points. 2 points to Sussex there. Thank you, David Miller. And actually, there was another version of that. Do you remember who did the original American version of that? Do You Love Me? It was done by the Contours. Contours did the original version. I would have taken that as well, but here it was Brian Poole and the Tremolos. Now, Spirit, your spoken passage. Somebody you know and love very well. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far. It's a classic hit. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Ain't no mountain high enough. Yeah. Who's it by?
Is it Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Diana Ross and the Supremes?
Correct.
Yay!
So you get 2 points there, don't you? So I've got to do a bit of maths here. I only count him once. Okay, 10-7 it is at the moment in the last round. All to play for, 2 points per question. Sussex, your spoken passage. If you hate me after what I say, I can't put it off any longer. I just got to tell you anyway.
Bye Bye Baby by the Bay City Rollers.
Yes.
Yes, Bye Bye Baby by the Bay City Rollers.
Bye Bye Baby by the Bay City Rollers, or the Four Seasons, who did it the first time around. So 12 points for that. Now you're all going well in this round. I'm very impressed. Obviously, music is your forte, or even your fifth tay. Now, Spirit, here's your passage, spoken passage for a well-known record. Then I awake and look around me at 4 grey walls that surround me. Oh, you know that. Then I awake and look around me at 4 grey walls that surround me.
Oh, we're poised.
We are so poised.
It was a number one hit.
Oh, this is going to annoy me so much.
It is, if you don't get this right. It's such a well-known song.
I don't know. I was thinking it's something older than that. No.
Our turn.
No.
No?
We're going to have to pass.
You know they're going to get this.
Yeah.
It's Tom Jones and the Green Grass of Home.
Oh.
They're losing their spirit over there.
Sussex. Out of the window, I could see them in the moonlight, 2 silhouettes saying goodnight by the garden gate. I'll give you that again. Out of the window, I could see them in the moonlight, 2 silhouettes saying goodnight by the garden gate.
Okay, we're losing our spirits.
Even the Miller Man is confused. He's a walking encyclopedia of pop. Sarah, you know, you played this on the air.
I just.
Can we have the line again?
Out of the window, I could see them in the moonlight, two silhouettes saying goodnight by the garden gate.
Ooh.
Who's the song Silhouettes by Herman's Hermits? Would it be that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We're not going with that.
No.
Okay, we're just thinking out loud.
Yeah, we are.
No, you got any idea, boys?
Well, we think we've got an answer.
Boys and
If
girls?
it's right
Go on,
or
we
not.
we pass on that one.
We're,
hang
yeah,
on, hang
yeah,
on.
we're going to throw it open to you.
Yeah, well, I think we'll have to.
We don't know really, do we?
Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing.
No. Anybody else on Spirit FM? You need the
No,
points
it's
here.
complete blank.
It's Come Dancing by the Kinks.
Oh!
Yeah.
When this goes up, we'll probably play them to make you feel even worse. Spirit, another chance. Your question coming again.
Okay.
You know, someone said the world's a stage and we all must play a part. Once again, very famous artist, very famous song. You know, someone said the world's a stage and we all must play a part. I think it's a Shakespeare quote, isn't it? But what was the record? Who sang it? Do you know, you played this so many times on your show, you're going to kick yourself.
We're thinking Elvis Presley.
Is correct. That is
We've
correct.
only got a small
you get one,
catalogue to choose from.
you get 1 point for that.
Anyone
Yeah.
want to have a guess at an Elvis song?
Think of a song that Elvis recorded where he might have spoken those words. You know, someone said the world's a stage and we all must play a part.
Just Can't Help Believing.
No other answer from Spirit?
What's the
Giving you
number
a
one?
chance.
I think they've had their answer, David. Come on.
Or they're getting twitchy.
I'm only helping them. I don't think they can win.
Oh, it's got that bad
All right,
now.
okay. What's the title then? Come on.
Tonight?
Are you lonesome? So, points shared in that round, a point each. Sussex. May I have the pleasure of this dance? May I have the pleasure of this dance?
Oh, was it Lindsay DePaul or Won't Somebody Dance With Me?
It was indeed, yes.
Yes!
Yes, it was. Lindsay DePaul, Won't Somebody Dance With Me? Although the musical expert here will tell you that she didn't actually say the words. Who spoke the words on that record?
Well, I think there were two versions, one of which being an old colleague of yours in Ed Stewart.
Yes, a man who's broadcast at BBC Sussex in recent years. That was the original version. It was indeed Ed Stewart.
Do I get a point for saying it was on Mam Records?
I don't think you need any extra points. You're doing quite well. Spirit, a little bit of catching up to do.
Okay.
This, you really, honestly, really should know this. These are all records. You keep saying that these records, you're going to go home and kick yourself if you don't get this. This is the spoken passage. Is she really going out with him? Well, there she is. Let's ask her. Betty, is that Jimmy's ring you're wearing?
Right. So it's the leader of the pack.
Yep.
Shangri-Las.
Correct! You're into double figures. Sussex, you're going to love this one. There's a rockabilly party on Saturday night. Are you going to be there? I've got my invite.
Silence.
I just love looking at blank faces.
Come on, Sarah Gowell. This must be on the oldest hour.
There's a rockabilly party on Saturday night. Are you going to be there? I've got my invite.
No, I can't.
Sing it for us.
Come on, John.
John's in pain over here.
How are you doing on the other side of the room?
Not good. Not good.
Record you played.
Why don't we go with We're Having a Party? What's that song? Was it the Drifters?
Oh,
Come
well,
on,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
Movies.
No, come on, we're having a party.
Oh.
Come on over to my place.
Come on over to my place.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Spirit.
Give us the line again, please. What's the lyric?
As you're lagging, you won't mind me doing this, Mark. As you're lagging behind a little bit, I'll give you a little bit more in the lyric. It's spoken by, there's a rockabilly party on a Saturday night. Are you going to be there? I've got my invite. You going to bring your records? Will do. Da 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 da.
Can't think of it. I know the song. I don't know where it goes after that.
Oh, this is
Nope.
so frustrating. No, we're going to have to pass.
It was Mott the Hoople and Roll Away the Stone.
Oh, great song.
Great song. Spirit, another shot for you. Now, I think you'll know this, but to help you, I would keep saying that, don't I? I think you'll know it, and then you never
We need
do.
all the help
But
we can get, David.
You need all the help you can
What
get.
about them? You
I think from the quotes, you will certainly get the artist, and then you'll probably get the song. These are the spoken words. Michael, we're not going to fight about this, okay?
Oh.
Paul, I think I told you I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Okay, so this is Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. Get it right.
Correct.
And The Girl Is Mine.
Correct.
Yay!
Well done. It could be a close finish. Couple to go. Sussex, your last one. Love has never shown its face since the day you walked out that door.
Diana Ross, I'm still waiting.
Diana Ross and I'm Still Waiting is correct.
Well done, David.
Very good.
Spirit, I'm going to try and say this in a very deep voice. We got it together, didn't we? We definitely got this thing together, don't we, baby?
It's Barry White.
Barry White.
Which one?
And
No, it's not. It's
huge number one hit.
Oh,
what is it? It's not. It's
I'll give you the.
Last one, First one, last one, everything, is it?
First to last, my everything.
It is you're the first, the last, my everything. So coming up on the rails in the photo finish, I will give you the final scores. Spirit FM, you have 14, and BBC Sussex and BBC Surrey have 19.
Spirit FM.